Greetings. What's up? How's everyone tonight? It's Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And the topic, albeit a simple one, only if you're alive, black man. Uh, just I got a little experience in this, and instead of hopefully this rant won't be too angry. Just um, just speak like a grown up on this one, and that is pretty much always has been the intention. So for those of you who enjoy watching this content, please make sure if you're watching a replay or you are, I don't know, maybe watching it live right now, go ahead and hit that like. Only if you're alive, black man. Meaning that you don't have to die in situations where it seems like you're gonna die. It means that you're allowed to put up a fight. You're allowed to be a part of the discussion. But more importantly, the mission always should have been to get to the bottom of things and to crack the code, solve the problem. That's what it should have always been. I mean, vent sessions are okay. It's for me. It's not a good idea to tell a group of people that they can't talk or they shouldn't talk about something. And like I said, I get it, but I will agree with this sentiment. The intention should have always been to solve problems, not to just talk about, talk about, and talk about, and talk about the problem with no discourse for a solution. I get it. I get, why it can be cumbersome. But when saying these things, you're dealing with a people. You're dealing with a people that doesn't seem to get it. And for a person like me, who is just like, by the way, I'm finally ready to admit that it might just be as bad as this perpetual, ongoing gender war. I didn't want to believe it at first. Can't see in red. That's cool. Go ahead, get your rest. I'm getting on a little late anyway. Maybe I should move to an earlier time. But it's okay. I'm on now. So, yeah, I will leave the video up, of course, for anyone who wants to check out the replay later. I think it's awesome that people show up. uh, yeah, it's I don't know. It's the purpose for the conversation is so things can stay out there, so the black man can continue to contribute. It's that simple. You can never not be a part of the conversation because not being a part of the conversation is what got us here in the first place. Blame your daddy, blame your granddaddy, blame your uncle. It is what it is. How did we get talked into being quiet? I've just always wondered that for a group of men such as black men who have suffered many horrible injustices. How did it get to this point? Such sadness. Such sadness. I would say. I never thought that the I never thought that the black man itself. I always had faith in brothers. By the way, I always had faith in brothers. I'm not about to make this hideous turn left on black men because it's obvious that we ignore those channels for some reason, which would make some of the people that are in question often in this space a protected class of people. It's pretty obvious that they're not the most disrespected and the most unprotected. Look at the fresh and fit situation. That that girl was obviously on one. Yet and still they're being called the black woman haters. I'm like, wow. People just really don't look at the evidence in front of them deliberately. People don't care. People don't want to hear it anymore. They just want to roll with this narrative like this is just some kind of growing black male incel culture that just hates women. God. And I know that isn't the case. Content creators know that isn't the case. But at the end of the day, who really cares about this? What's going on, Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power? Yeah, this is kind of a, I don't know. I didn't know that there were so many black men that have seemed to have given up. I mean, we've given up on ourselves, and then we act like we're mad at the ones who haven't. Within the space, there are black men that haven't given up. I mean, shouting matches aren't very good policy. I would say when a panel is up and two black men begin to shout at each other, that doesn't look good at all. Yeah, yeah, hybrid. Asian doll was 2 hours late, cussing and not following the rules. Shout out to Mr. Palmer. I checked out his broadcast yesterday, and he broke it down quite thoroughly. But I didn't even need Mr. Palmer's breakdown. For what I heard, it was despicable. She was very disrespectful to them. Now all of a sudden you got old moist Boyce talking about black woman hating and mental illness. Just constant attacks on the space. Any one black man is a representative of what the entire space feels, even though there are many different types of content creators within the black manosphere. And it seemed like a large collective of black men have given up. Given up to the point where they have joined the other side of the opinion. And it's like, it gets to the point with me where who needs them? But at the same time, they're just like the divestors, they're just like the swirlers. They can't stop talking about black men. If you've given up on these black men, and a lot of you move the goalposts around on this. It be old niggas, it be ugly niggas, it just be niggas in general. If there's no point to this, why keep talking about it? Why keep going? Why keep hiding this female spaces? talking about how the space this, the space that, and then try to dismiss anybody that challenges you as if you're being told that you can't criticize the space. Yeah, you can criticize the space, but you can be answered as well. Anybody can be answered for saying anything. It's just that a lot of our group of people aren't mature enough to be able to handle it. And this is where you start to hear stuff like, "Oh my God, space is dying, space is dead." People have been writing shit like that about black male spaces for years and years and years. We should be to the point where we're used to it as black men. But what I can't stand is this collective of males that have seemed to just have given up. That, I mean, not on themselves. There's a lot of these young men are doing well for themselves, but as far as their own dignity and self-respect, as far as how the culture sees us, which I don't care. I believe that you need, as a person, to decide that for yourself as well. So I will agree with that sentiment. But to put it short, to put it short, black man, for the most part, you are right. Except for the whole time to give up sentiment. I want to see the conversations where they got all these dudes talking about, saying bad, harmful, uh, WS things about black women, because it's like, it seemed like, you could literally smack people in the face with all the broadcasts against black men, and they still won't admit it. They still won't admit it. It is a strange psychological phenomenon, and it's like it's never any emphasis on it. You put it in somebody's. I mean, especially for the modern day 2022 young black man, they use the whole "it don't bother me. I don't let it get to me. It don't bother me." I mean, they think that's the man test or the shit test, as they say, and that's just an excuse not to deal with it. And I mean, you can, and I'm gonna tell you this. This is like kind of an old timey secret. This is why I get called an old nigga a lot. I say stuff like this. You can do both. You can tell these women the truth, and you can fuck them. This is what it is. You can do both. You can tell them the truth, and you can fuck them. Telling the truth is not gonna get you any less pussy. Let me tell you something. Being brutally honest with women in the past, back in my younger days, of course, before I got all the grays in my beard. People see gray in your picture, they think you're about to rot away. Back in the day, if I was straightforward, I'm not gonna use the two words. By the code, the data coach that talks like this. But I was straightforward with them, so that proves it. I have done that. So you can tell the truth. You can hold your own in a debate. Anyone that communicates with you thought you were worthy to communicate with. So that be male or female, yeah, you can put up a discussion. It ain't gonna be I agree with you 100%. I ain't gonna do that with nobody for nobody's mental well-being or whatever. But let's just do it like this. Let's stop hiding from each other. Let's stop hiding from the world. Cause see, in my past experiences, way, the only way to get through something like this is just to do it twice as hard. Do it twice as hard. Make them listen to what you have to say. It's always a punk ass ice outsider that says these things without any proof to the rhetoric, like a YouTube video link. That's all they have to provide. Shit, just like these black men who get up here and say, "Hey, you know what? We can point to Chrissy, we can point to Paris Milan, we can point to Cynthia G, we can point to Nyla Says." Yes, you can give actual video links on that. That's why they don't want to listen to you, black man, because it's so easy. It's so easy. Look at those broadcasts. They calling you nakers. They calling you trash bag dusties. What is more hateful than that? Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. Too many black women have made you guys into their bitch. Too many. Too fucking many. Before internet, there was television and media. And boy, did that put out some garbage. And this is what the value system that all you were raised on. Praying to a hippie. For those of you who believe. I'm sorry I had to say that. But praying to a hippie. Which further that WS mentality because praying to that made you believe that they were always better than you. And yeah, that little attitude is reflected and gaslighted by people in 2022. Obviously, you niggas. I'm sorry. N word slips out. That's a little bit of that WS. I mean, we can get up here and talk about this shit all day. I mean, we can get up here and talk about where it came from, who did what. But at the same time, what's the end result? What's the end result? A bunch of dudes who have been made into bitches by females who try to deny what the actual truth is. What you're creating is apathy. While simultaneously hating on the brothers that's trying. Mm, mm, mm. Like I said, sorry I'm on a little late, but if you hanging with me, thank you very much. Because I've been trying to keep this shit as real as possible. I don't want to let the black man give up. I don't care how many pussies are out there. Not to say that you're a pussy because you want to keep the peace. No, that's never the case. But all these jabs, all these taunts. But you want to lack reasoning in trying to at least talk to someone. I mean, we are drama ass people. We love drama, full of drama kangs and drama queens. Oh man! But it's like from where I'm sitting, it seems like the situation is so dire. Oh man, it's just like it just rains from the clouds. Ken Murphy, the village arsonist, what's going on? I don't. It's, I don't know. It is because I see so much of it, so much denial on one side. It's hard to come up here and talk to you guys about how it's so much the other way. So just I will say this. I'll just start presenting more evidence. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that will. Cause I mean, I really hate to see us give up at this point. I'm not saying that the space, so to speak, is the final chance the black man has. It's a very important space, and damn, somebody try to kill it every fucking day. Jeez. It's dead. Oh my God, it's dead. What happened? What happened? Is it that some people don't feel included? I mean, it's it's funny. It's just you can't kill something like this. It's always gonna be here in some way, shape, or form. You got celebrities coming after you now. You've always had the publications coming after you, writing horrible editorials. And a bunch of black men who know how to talk for hours and hours can't write their own editorials. I mean, let me give y'all an example. When that guy bought the trademark to the Black Manosphere to put out that magazine, despite whatever the intention was, who it was immediately pushed back against. Immediately. Black people did it, and yet and still we do the same thing every time black people try to get together. We fight, we disagree, we say fuck it, I don't want to be a part of it. And the bottom line is that's our perception of black. That's how we treat black. There's always a fight first. There's always a disagreement. A black lady sketch comedy. You ever watch that, BGS? I think Don Cheadle has done something too, like tried to take. I mean, these are things that I catch in passing. I mean, maybe I should just start making videos about it so we'll be more informed on this stuff happening. Because when I throw it out like this and I have nothing to show, then here comes the questions. But yeah, Gabrielle Union on a black lady sketch comedy. I mean, Donnie told me about that one. I think Don Cheadle was somehow involved too. So yeah, they're coming for us. But I'm not saying that the black manosphere is wrong in any way. We're right. We're absolutely correct. I'm just saying I've seen all of this shit before. They always writing shit about us. They've always wrote shit about the people within the space. And again, there's broadcast somebody trying to kill the space again. Damn. I'm just saying, it's like I swear we're Jason Voorhees. Every time somebody try to kill the motherfucker, just come back up and just start slashing motherfuckers again. Like it's just what it is at this point. And yes, we have the right to be passionate about this. I'm just hating the whole. I'm just hating the whole, like, people will say this shit and then won't explain thoroughly why. Explain it. Explain why it's dead, why it's dying, who's killing it, who's taking their mighty sword and trying to slash the space. Give a detailed breakdown. It's gonna be more than a damn hateful editorial or some comment on Facebook. But yes, I mean, I include myself in this. We talk and talk and talk. We can write our own editorials. We can start doing our own sketches. I'm good with that. I'm probably what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna switch more to the edited content. I mean, really, I like getting up here and doing broadcasts, but it's like I said, this for me is about from now on just presenting evidence and just to let the black man know that we're not out of this. We never have been out of this. Why all the crying? We ain't. I mean, like not the space. I'm talking about the outside. When I say crying, I'm talking about the little hater outsider movement. I mean, shit. We know who these people are. Harlem. At least, like, not the show Harlem. Yeah, they had that little stupid sketch where the black dude was being very, like, overtly, what was that M word they like to use? Misogynistic. Yeah, in front of an alphabet woman who, for some reason, due to lazy writing, she had been coming to that place for years, and it has never happened before. Yeah, they do. They're not only kind of like not really, not only they're attacking the space, they're attacking you. Black men have always been attacked, and I don't believe that we should be subject to the attack. I think that we have guys with brains. Like, I enjoy watching Green Gorilla. He breaks that shit down every time he broadcasts. Yeah, very interesting conversations come from that place. So I see these people. It's just that, it's a lot of infighting. It's a lot of shouting matches. We just sometimes it just seems like that we just don't do too much to support each other getting out there. So I mean, I try to use my community tab to promote, like, not only within the habitual line steppers, but just to put the spotlight on content creators that people need more eyes on. And I've done some duds in the past, and just based on how those people speak of the space right now, I do kind of regret it. There's just some those just a couple of obscure ones, but it's for the most part, I've been pretty good with promoting just certain content creators. I'll do, and I do memes too and polls, but I'll do more to help the space out because um, it's valuable. It's valuable. It's just that I've seen black men spaces attacked before, and it's always the same playbook. Always. Yeah. Only if you allow it, black man. You don't have to allow anybody to kill you. You don't have to allow. You don't have to allow it. You can talk. Stop letting people tell you you can't talk. Or every time somebody puts out a post or puts up an editorial or make a few hundred videos. How many how many black manosphere hate videos do y'all see these days? Just the hate videos per day. There are new ones popping up in my algorithm. Mm. We had a manosphere meetup. People actually met, and all black folks could talk about is how the guys look, how they looked. It's like, damn. I'm just saying, you got guys that are writing books, saying, have have actual plans of action. I don't know though. Just find it just like I did. All right. But if you whether you have a critique of state the space or not, I just don't think that it's dead. It's just got a lot of people attacking, and it's just like It just needs some attention. That's all. So anyway, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Like I said, it was just a little bit too. It's just a little bit late for me. I mean, it's just a little late for everybody. We have to get to our various responsibilities. So definitely check this replay out, and I will speak to you guys later. Like, share, subscribe, and Kev, we trust. Goodbye.